Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley, and in this class, we are going to be looking at some very silly jokes, knock-knock jokes, and guess the author jokes. Um, basically, this is a follow-up to my last hour's class in which we looked at joining and liaisons. It's very much related because in knock-knock jokes, the idea of the joke is to create a pun. A pun in English, it's a type of joke when the sound of the word sounds similar, if not even exactly the same. It could actually be a homophone. It could be exactly the same as another word. And both words that sound similar actually fit the context. That's a pun. For some reason, English speakers think this is funny. Now, I must qualify that some people think it's funny. Kids think it's funny quite often. So we're going to be looking at some silly jokes, some knock-knock jokes, and we'll be doing these together in class. But we're also going to talk about why this is a pun. See if we can recognize what what's going on here with the blending of sounds and how that works. So we're kind of gonna analyze these silly jokes to see why they work and what they are. Okay, let me welcome Egbert to the class. Hello, Egbert.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back, and hello, Heidi.
Thank you.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Okay, good to see you. Okay, we're gonna be looking at some very silly jokes. Okay, got some silly jokes for you guys, and the idea is we're gonna kind of talk about why these are jokes, and well, I think the best thing to do is just do it. Okay, I'm gonna do a screen share here. We're gonna look at some silly knock-knock jokes. Okay. Egbert.
Yes, teacher.
You go. I'll play the part of the. You're the joke teller. Do you know? Have you ever told a knock-knock joke? Do you know what knock-knock jokes are?
No.
Egbert? No idea?
No.
Okay. All right. One person. Kids tell these jokes. The person telling the joke will start off by saying knock knock, as in knock knock, knock on the door. Okay? All right. So you go ahead, you can do the knock knock part. So we alternate.
All right. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Roland.
Roland who?
Roland butter, please.
Okay. Roland is a common name. Actually, it's my father's name. Roland is a common name in English. All right. And so this is the idea of a knock-knock joke. Okay. Hey, Bear.
Uh-huh.
What does this sound like?
The sound?
Yes. What does it sound like? Roland butter, please.
Roland butter. Roland butter.
Okay. It sounds like roll, a piece of bread, and butter.
Roll is butter.
Roll and butter. Okay. So this is the art of making a silly knock-knock joke. You start off sounding like you're saying somebody's name. All right. Roland who? Roland Smith. Okay, but you're making a pun. you're making a phrase or word that sounds like another phrase or word. Rolling butter. Okay, that's the idea. Why? Because we very closely join and to other words. We very closely join the vowel sound in and to the consonant, the ending consonants in other words. If you think about it, salt and pepper, black and white,
Uh-huh.
right? This is a very common feature of English. We use this feature to create this stupid pun. Okay, that's the idea. So we're going to try to recognize what is this stupid pun, and what are we really doing here as far as joining and blending. Okay, Heidi.
Yeah.
Okay,
Knock,
go
knock.
ahead. Who's there?
This.
Tissue.
Bless you. Have you caught a cold?
Okay. All right. Why are you saying bless you? Have you caught a cold?
Because this means this paper.
That's a good guess, but not exactly, because it sounds a lot like
Okay, that's no.
right.
This. No, the sound. No.
Well, it sounds similar, not exactly, but it sounds similar to if I write the onomatopoeia, onomatopoeia word. We have a sound word, which is actually you look it up in the dictionary, achoo, the sound we make when we sneeze. Achoo. So when I say tissue, tissue, it sounds very similar. Again, not exactly, but it sounds very similar to the sound someone makes when they sneeze. And in English, by the way, it is common, polite behavior if somebody sneezes. Anybody, a stranger on the subway, doesn't matter who it is. It is common and polite to say bless you afterwards. So there you go. All right. Tish, again, with the joke part is Tish is a common nickname. Heidi, do you know what Tish is a nickname for?
No,
What proper name? Do you know? No.
No, I don't know.
Tish is a nickname for Patricia.
Patricia.
So, Patricia. We have Tish, Patty, Pat, Tricia, Tish, Trish. So many English proper names have several forms of common nickname. So there you go. Right, so that's a nickname for Patricia. Okay. Philip, welcome to the class. Hello.
Yes.
Again.
Okay. Yes, teacher.
Hello, hello. Okay,
Yes.
Philip, it's your turn to tell a knock-knock joke. Okay, you start with
Yes.
knock-knock.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Howard.
Howard who?
Howard, you like to know.
Okay. And what is the what does it sound like? What is this pun, sorry, what is this pun supposed to sound like?
Mm, oh, I don't know.
Okay. It's supposed to sound like how would you like to know? So how would you like to know?
Okay,
Without,
okay.
without the R sound.
Okay.
Which that one's a weird one. I don't really get that one. I know what it's supposed to sound like, but how would you like to know? Doesn't make sense to me. Maybe how would you like to go? Would make a lot more sense. That's a silly one. Okay. Anyway. All right. Okay, Egbert, back to you.
Okay. Then up.
Who's there?
You know.
Do you know who?
You know what time is it?
Okay. What time it is?
5 after 4 p.m.
Okay. You know what time it is. And okay, what is this supposed to sound like?
I think that is asking for the time.
Yes, but what actual English words is it supposed to sound like?
Who? No.
No. June.
No?
June.
Okay. It's supposed, the pun is supposed to sound like a reduced form. Actually,
Ah.
okay.
No.
All right. Actually, we just looked at this in the last class. A D followed by a Y sounds like a J sound, right? So,
Alright.
do you know what time it is? Do you know? Okay.
Ah.
So the pun is it's supposed to sound like this very reduced form. Do you know? All
Alright.
right. Do you know? Do you know? All right. And actually, the reduced form sounds similar, not exactly correct to this name Juno. Juno. Do you know what he did? Do you a drastic reduced form? Do you know where he went? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know gets reduced to almost to this sound here. Juno. Juno. Okay, Heidi. Knock knock me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Water.
Water who?
What are you stand? What are you starting at?
What are you
What are you starting? What are you starting?
what are you
What
staring
is
at?
I'm staring at?
Okay.
What are you staring at?
Okay. So the English words that it is making a pun of, the
What
phrase what? Yes. What are
you staring at?
you staring at? That's it. What are you staring at? Okay. That's it. What are you staring at? Water. Water. Okay. Again, creating a pun based on the close joining of the sounds. What are? Really, what they're doing, they're creating a pun from the reduced sound of are. The verb to be, all of the forms of the verbs of the verb to be, are greatly reduced in English. R becomes er. What are you doing? What are you doing? Really, it sounds similar, and that's the idea of the pun, but not quite the same. Really, what are you staring at? Would be a normal reduced form. Water. Not like water, in which case we'd be highly stressing the first syllable, but close. Similar. That's the idea of a pun. Okay. Philip, knock knock me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Andy.
Andy who?
And he beat me again.
Okay. All right. Now here the form is right there. Okay, so this is the form we're looking at. Why is it a pun? What gets reduced here, Philip? Which word gets reduced?
Beat me again.
And he bit me.
And they beat me again.
Yeah.
Andy.
So, and he bit me again. The pronouns, actually all of the pronouns that begin with H. He, his, her, these all get greatly reduced in spoken English. The H at the beginning of the word gets dropped pretty much always in conversational English.
Okay, you beat me
So,
again.
and he bit me again, actually in spoken English, really does sound like Andy. Now these, I would classify I would classify these as an actual homophone. They sound exactly alike. Andy bit me again. Andy the name. Andy bit me again. They would sound exactly identical. That first H is totally dropped, and they sound identical actually. We do the same thing with her and his. I'm going to tell his mother. Tell his, not tell his. Tell his. I'll tell her later. Tell her later, not tell her later. Very, very common. Okay, that one is, not only is it close, it's pretty much exact. Okay. Hey, Bear. Go ahead.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
BooHoo.
There is need to cry is only a joke.
Why? What is the pun actual English?
Let me see.
Do you know?
No.
Okay. Another onomatopoeia, another word that sounds like sounds like the actual sound it describes. Onomatopoeia. Boo-hoo. Oh, cry me a river. Boo-hoo. Okay. In English, hey Bear, we say boo-hoo usually when we're mocking someone, making fun of somebody who is crying. Boo-hoo. Oh, why don't you cry about it, Bear? Boo-hoo. Okay. But we spell it differently. Boo-hoo. H-O-O instead of, the question word who. Okay. Heidi, knock knock me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Andrew.
Andrew who?
And drew a lovely picture of me.
Okay. So, this pun with Andrew, what is the actual English it's supposed to be?
Andrew. Drawing a picture.
Drawing a picture, right. And instead of Andrew, the name Anne drew. And then the verb drew, past tense, draw, drew. Anne drew a lovely picture. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Very closely joining. All right. As we looked at last class, it's very easy to join this voice sound N and this voice sound D because they're very close to each other physically when we pronounce them. Andrew. All right. So again, making a pun of the fact that we would very closely pronounce the N and the D even in the sentence, Anne drew a lovely picture of me. Anne drew. There would be no pause between those. So the joining sound, okay, are very close. Philip,
Yes.
knock knock me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Egbert.
Egbert who?
Egbert, no bacon.
Okay. These are so silly. Okay, and here it's already written out what the actual the actual English pun is. Egg but no bacon. Some of these, now it's something that's interesting here. Obviously the R sound is being dropped. Egbert no bacon. We don't say Egbert no bacon. This knock-knock joke would sound much better for British speakers than it does for American speakers. Why? Because British pronunciation tends to really reduce pronunciation of R's, especially R's in the middle of words, like in this placement. So this sounds a lot better for British speakers because of their reduced pronunciation of R. Americans tend, in general, to pronounce our R's more strongly. Okay, so that one works better for Brits. Okay, Egbert, knock knock me. Egbert? No one's there. Okay, we'll come back to him. Heidi, can you knock knock me?
Knock knock.
Who's there? Okay, Egbert, I'll come back to you. Go ahead, Heidi.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Heidi. We'll come back to you.
Ida.
Ida who?
Ida sandwich at break time.
Ah.
Ah.
Okay, what is that? The reduced form of?
I ate. No.
I had
it.
Yeah, I had probably I had a sandwich like that. Bless you. I had a sandwich. I had a sandwich at break time. Again, making a pun out of the concept of real close joining and reduction in English. I had a sandwich at lunchtime or break time, whatever time. Okay, Philip. Knock knock me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Wanda.
Wanda who?
Wanda, what the time is?
Okay. So, what is Wanda being the pun of? Here's another one that would work better in English for the same reason as the last one. Okay, what is Wanda?
Wanda.
Do you know? What are they punning? What is the actual English they're making fun of? Wonder what time it is. Hey, I wonder what time it is. No? Okay. Wonder. Wonder. W-O-N-D-E-R. I wonder what time it is. Wonder what time it is. Again, the reduced and almost dropped R. This would sound better in British English. Again. I wonder what time it is. Americans would say wonder what time it is, so it doesn't quite work as well. Okay. Hey, Bear, back to you. Knock,
Okay.
knock me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Bean.
Bean who?
Been working hard lately.
Okay. What is Bean?
I have been working.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right. No. Very good. Okay. I have been. You're absolutely correct. You have proper grammar structure. I need to have the subject, I. Because I have lately, you're absolutely correct to choose a present perfect tense. I have been working hard lately. Very good. In drastic reduced pronunciation, very informal conversational pronunciation, sometimes English speakers will even drop the subject noun. So this is very, very possible. What you been doing lately? Been working hard lately. Oh, okay. This is very, very possible. You may hear that. And again, drastically reduced pronunciation. Okay. Heidi, I like this one. Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream who?
I scream and scream and scream until I'm sick.
Okay. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Okay, all right. Ice cream, of course, is making a pun of the actual English. What, Heidi?
Yeah, sweet. very cold one.
Yes, but of course, ice cream sounds like what? Sounds like I
Ice cream.
scream, right?
Some homonym lesson, and
Uh-huh.
someone said ice cream and ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and now these are definitely, yes, they're homonyms. They sound very much alike. Really, really close. Ice cream and ice cream.
Yeah.
The only thing that changes, it's interesting here with this one, ice cream, of course, being a compound noun, 2 words, 2 nouns, ice and cream. When we have a compound noun, we use we put the stress on the first word or the main syllable of the first word, primary stress, and that which is high pitch, and then low pitch on the second word. So just saying the word by itself, it's ice cream, like baseball, airplane, high, low, ice cream. But of course, ice cream, I would be, being that it's a function word, it has it's underpronounced, and the main verb, of course, is going to be highlighted or pronounced very strongly in English. So it would be I scream. It would be the opposite in the actual stress. But phonetically, the sounds are exactly the same. However, in reality, the stress would be completely the opposite, right? So this is an interesting kind of point here. Oh, this one's the same. Andy bit me on the finger. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do the same one twice. Let's skip that one. Philip.
Yes.
Knock, knock, me.
Knock, 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 knock.
Who's there?
Owen.
Owen who?
Owen, are you going to let me come in?
Okay. What is the actual English? The real words were punning here.
Oh.
Yes, that's correct. Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, and are you going to let me come in? Again, reducing and when were you going to tell me that? And have you decided yet?
Okay.
So often when we start a sentence with and, we really reduce it to un. And are you coming? And are you coming? And are you coming?
Okay.
This sounds very, very, very similar to the reduced form, which we often hear when we start a sentence with and. Okay. Oh, wow, there's so many of these. Okay. Hey, Bear, let's
Okay.
keep her knocking.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Any
Any who?
anybody you like, so long as you let me in.
Okay. All right. What is it? What actual English is it punning?
Anybody?
Anybody. Of course, the word anybody. All right. Anybody. All right. Anybody. Okay. Very, very good. Very silly. All right. That one's very clear. Very easy to hear the pun. All right. Okay. Heidi.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tuba.
Tuba who?
Tuba toothpaste, please. Tuba. Tuba. Tuba.
Yeah. Okay. Right. All right. Tube of. Right. Tube of toothpaste, please. Okay, that's it. Very good. Now, you know, I notice as you guys do more and more of these, you're getting very much faster and faster at figuring out the actual words. That's because you're subconsciously starting to relate to the reduced forms. It's all a trick. It's all my master plot. Philip,
Knock knock.
who's there?
Hood.
Wood. Wood who?
Hood. You believe it? I've forgotten.
Oh, you forgot who you are? Okay. All right. In this
Wood.
case,
Is wood.
wood. Yes, wood and wood are sound exactly the same
Yeah.
in English. Wood and wood sound precisely the same. There's no difference at all in how those are pronounced. Oh my goodness, there's so many of these. Okay, hey Bear,
Okay. Knock knock.
who's there?
Gladys.
Gladys who?
Gladys Friday.
Okay. What is the actual English word? We're punning. By the way, Gladys is a normal name.
Yeah. Uh, since God is is Friday, or I don't know. Gladys.
Glad. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Glad it's Friday. That's it.
Uh,
Okay. Again, we dropped the we dropped the first noun, the subject noun. I'm glad it's Friday. Again, reduced form. Glad it's Friday, and we've basically dropped the T in it's. Glad it's Friday. Glad it's okay, which would really, in fact, in kind of reduced English, the T would be there, but just barely. Glad it's Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. It's. You almost don't hear the T in that very, very colloquial expression. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
okay.
You can barely hear the T there, for example. All right, Heidi,
Knock knock. Knock knock.
who's there?
Ida.
Ida who?
I had a terrible time getting here.
Okay. And what is the actual English?
I had
Very good.
a terrible.
That's it. Very good. Ida. And this is a classic. Okay, again, had auxiliaries very much reduced in English. I had a terrible time. I had a terrible time. This should actually sound very, very close in normal spoken reduced English. I had a terrible time getting here. It would be a very normal way to say that, actually. Okay. Philip?
Knock
Knock,
knock.
knock. Who's there?
Sonia.
Sonia who?
Sonia food. I can smell it from here.
Yeah. Okay. What is the actual English?
Son. Sound food.
Yes. What are the actual English words?
Yes.
What do you think?
Sound food.
It's
Sonia food. Sonia food.
it
So,
is on your foot.
it's on your. Okay.
Okay, to start out with.
Right, it's on your foot. Okay.
There you go. It's on your foot. It's on your. You might hear. Really, if I was saying that, it's on your foot. It's on your foot. I might say your. It's on your foot. So again, here we really in American English we tend to pronounce the R's. I would say it's on your foot. It's on your foot. You would hear the R again for my cousins across the water. The British underpronouncing the R. It would sound much closer to this. This would be better.
I understand the meaning. I understand the meaning of this class now.
Ah, yeah, we're talking
Okay.
about the reduced forms. Yeah, we're
Okay.
kind
Yeah.
of learning them in a silly way.
Okay.
But okay. Hey, Bear,
Yeah, yeah.
knock knock me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Amos.
Amos who?
A mosquito just bit me.
Ah, okay. Well, this one, well, it's already there. Using the name Amos, again, a common proper name in English, just as exactly the same two syllables that start this sentence, right? So, okay, and mosquito. Just all we're doing here is joining the article a with the noun, which articles a and an are extremely closely joined to the noun which they are describing, which they're used for. Yeah. Okay. They most certainly are. Heidi, knock knock me. Who's there?
How?
Al who?
How do you know unless you open the door?
Sorry.
I will. I will. Oh,
Okay. So what actual English words?
I will.
Ah, this is a good one actually.
I will.
This is a hard one because this, I must say that this is this reduced form is very, very challenging for language learners. This one is very tough. Okay, the idea here, Heidi, this is supposed to be, how will you know
Oh,
unless you open the door? Okay, we got a couple things going on here.
how know.
Uh, how will you know unless you open the door? Okay. Some British dialects, and I'm not sure, I can't name exactly which ones, I'm sorry, but you've probably heard this, and also Australian, they don't pronounce the H in like how, especially. How you doing? How you doing, mate? Again, like we drop the H, both British and Australians and Americans drop the H in pronouns her, his, and him. Some dialects, I think Australian in particular, drops the H. The other big reduction, and this I have a hard time teaching this, is will. Will, of course, is an auxiliary verb we use for future tenses. It gets reduced to just ul. Howl, owl, howl. It just an o sound. The cat'll eat the food. The cat will eat the food. The cat'll eat the food. The cat will eat the food sounds exactly like the cat'll eat the food. Okay, the cat'll eat the food. Cat will, whoops, eat. The cat'll eat. The cat will eat. The will gets reduced in spoken English to just an ul sound for some, well, I guess I know why. It's a little difficult. It's challenging. Students have a hard time with that one a lot when I'm teaching reduced forms. Okay, Philip, knock knock
Knock
me.
knock. Knock
Who's
knock.
there?
Just a
Just a who?
just a song at your light.
Okay, that was pretty good. All right, so the actual English words here we're looking for jester are what? Just
Yes.
instead of jester.
Yesterday.
Okay, well, just maybe just a
Just
song at
to
what?
just to just to just to just to.
Maybe juster. Okay. Oops, what's going on here? All right. Hello.
Yes.
Hi there.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
okay.
Yeah, I got something happened. I tried to change the page of my PDF and it shut down my computer. So okay. Anyway, I'm back now. Okay. We're gonna look at something else a little different. Um, okay. All right. This is kind of goofy, but all right. Same idea. Looking at how the sounds are joined together, we're going to find the who wrote these books below. You're going to choose from the following authors: Gale Force, Antarctic. The sounds of the names sound like something else. It's a pun again. So, for example, okay, Egbert, are you there?
Yes, teacher. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead and read the. Go ahead and read this.
Uh, End of the week by.
All right. Which would be the logical name here? Can you figure it out?
Yeah.
Any idea?
Yeah, the fourth one, the first row.
No.
No, no, the fourth. Yeah.
Rode a camel?
No, no, end of the week. No, no, I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, but no, no.
Okay, anybody? Heidi? Philip? Can you figure this out?
Yes. End of the week by Dynamite.
No. Nope. Dynamite. No. End of the week. The book is called End of the Week. It's by Gladys Friday.
Okay.
It's the Glad
So,
It's Friday. Glad it's Friday. We saw a similar knock-knock joke. Okay, that's the idea. Heidi.
How Sherlock Holmes solved the crimes by and just in case.
No, but okay. Solving a crime is called a case. That was a good guess, but
Justin.
this is a tough one. Anybody? Can anybody get this?
Justin.
No, no, not just in case. That's a good guess because an unsolved murder crime is a case, a police case. That's a good guess, but that's not it. There's another one. This is a hard one. What does Sherlock Holmes always say to Watson?
Watson.
He always says this to Watson.
just in case.
No. You've all guessed that, but it's still wrong. No. Sherlock Holmes always tells his assistant, his sidekick Watson, elementary, dear Watson. How did you solve the crime? It was elementary, dear Watson. Elementary.
Elementary.
Elementary, dear Watson. Okay, elementary. Very silly. Yes, indeed. Now I don't have my. Okay.
Next is easy.
Okay, next one. Philip, you can try it first.
How I crossed the Sahara Desert by Antarctic.
No, wrong place.
Yeah.
Antarctic. Although technically speaking, the Antarctic is a desert. I don't know if you knew that, but not a terrible guess.
Oh.
In the
Okay.
in the last 5.
Okay. You are correct. It is in the last set of 5. Philip, you know?
No. Rode a camel. Rode a camel.
Rode a camel. He
Yeah.
rode a camel. That's how he crossed this arid desert. He rode a camel.
Okay.
Okay. Rhoda. Actually, all of these first names are ordinary first names, or some people go by their initials. The letter are the initials. Okay, Bear, can you get this next one?
The lady artist.
Lady artist.
Lady artist. And, and you pictured.
What? And drew pictures.
Pictures.
Okay, same as the other silly pun we saw the last time. Okay, Heidi.
Better golf by by T-shirt.
T-shot. Very good. Oh, now you're getting it. Now you got the idea. Yeah, that's it. Philip.
Flying over the ocean by
Oh, this is a hard one. This is a really hard one.
oh.
This, when I was preparing for the class, this one took me like 10 minutes to figure out. Quite honestly, this is a hard one.
No, I can't. I don't know.
Anybody? This is really hard. No. Okay.
What's number? Is
What's that?
yeah. I will read the sentence again.
Flying over the ocean.
Flying over the ocean by
This is a really hard one. You're never gonna get this. Oh, there we go. No. Okay. By Flying Over the Ocean by Albert Ross. Does anybody even know the word that this is supposed to sound like? Has anyone ever heard of an albatross?
no.
Albatross.
Okay, bird.
It's a albatross. It's a
bird.
That's
Bird,
right.
like a bird.
A giant bird that basically only goes on land to lay its eggs. Otherwise, it's always flying over the ocean. Right. That's it. Albert Ross. That's a hard one. Okay. Hey, Bear. Next one.
Ghost stories by
Ghost. Long O sound. Ghost stories.
I can't relate that word with the are you scared?
Yeah, very good. You got it. That's it. You're right. Are you scared? As in AREYOU. Are you scared? Okay, Heidi.
Tolstoy, the greatest novel by
Ha! You have to know a Tolstoy novel. Tolstoy's very good. You got it. War and Peace. All right, because it sounds like War and Peace again.
Yeah.
The reduced form of and comes into play. War and Peace. That's it. You got it. Okay. You can get this one, Philip.
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Okay. All you need to know about explosions by dynamite. Obviously, sounds like dynamite. Okay. Egbert?
Okay. No food in the house by uh,
The third group.
Yeah.
I
No
empty
food in
cup.
the. There you go. Empty cupboard.
Cupboard.
Empty. Of course, sounding like empty. EMPTY. Empty cupboard. That's it. You got it. Okay, Heidi. Heidi? I think you just accidentally muted yourself.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Breakfast by Roland Butter.
Okay. Very good. You got it. You got the idea here. Okay, Philip.
Storms and Strong Winds
Oh,
by Storm and Strong Wind by Elephant.
no. Elephant. Elephant. Get it. Okay, this is a hard one unless you know this English phrase. Anybody? Storms and strong winds? Do you know what that's called? This is pretty direct here in the answer.
It's running.
No, gale force. We call them gale force winds, strong winds. This is a common collocation, a common phrase to talk about very powerful winds. Gale force winds. Okay. Anyway, all right. Hope you enjoyed that little
What
music.
time is it there? What time is it there?
What time?
Is it there? Yes.
Here? It's just turned to 1 o'clock p.m. Lunchtime.
You also we are 1 o'clock is 1 o'clock a.m. here
in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Go to bed, Philip.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Good
Bye-bye.
night. All right. Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
bye.